Greetings from Southern Yankee Homestead. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Today, we're in mid-January. It's a nice cold day. I think we got a high of 47 Fahrenheit today, which is down here, whatever it is in Celsius. And because of that, nice cold day in January, what else would we do? We're going to start garden prep. One of the reasons I want to start the garden prep now, we didn't turn any of the gardens after the end of the season. We basically threw the chickens in there and let them go to town. And some of them have escaped again. So what we're going to do, as you can see in this garden here, we have the leftovers for the okra and the compost pile are all torn down. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the tractor, we're going to hitch up the tiller, and then we're going to go ahead and start rooting this up, as some of y'all would say. So stick around. Oh, that one right there, that's Cacciatore Jr. Cacciatore Jr. is a mean chicken. He likes to attack you when you're not looking. Ambush. Cacciatore Jr. has a limited amount of time left on this farm. Some of you may not like it, but we can't have a mean rooster that attacks people. We try to stay family friendly, and we have a lot of roosters. So if we have to get rid of a couple of them because they're not nice, so be it. They won't go to waste. They're not going to be composted. We'll end up turning them into chicken stock, or what did we do the other day? Enchiladas. Did some nice pulled chicken with enchilada sauce. That was Cacciatore. But Cacciatore Jr. there, he's a fighter. Yeah, he's just looking for the opportunity to attack. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there. Just thought I'd give you an update on that one. So, first things first, I'm going to move the trailer, and then we're going to go get the tractor hitched up. We're going to go get the tractor hooked up, and we'll get the rototiller going. So, stick around. So the tiller is hitched up. This is a Tar River Implements TXG 060. It has been a pretty good tiller. It has been a pretty good tiller. I do have a couple gripes with it. I'll get to that in just a second. The reason I picked this particular tiller was because of cost. It was one of the less expensive gear drive tillers I could find. It was more than Tractor Supply's Country line, but I've had problems in the past with their products and the quality. Particularly, they build them out of mild steel, and I have a tendency to bend them and wreck them pretty quickly. So I've gotten away from using anything from Tractor Supply. But this is, as you can see right there, a gear drive tiller. So there's gears inside that side housing versus a chain drive, which my last tiller was a chain drive. It is adjustable for offset, just by loosening up this clamp, you can slide the 3-point from side to side. Someone didn't hitch up the drive shaft correctly, but we'll get that taken care of. This is my main gripe I have with this, is this leg here. They took so much time making sure everything was powder coated and sealed and nice and pretty, and then they put this poorly fitting, unfinished leg on it. Now, for the record, I don't know if that was necessarily Tar River that did that, or if this was something that hold on a second, I gotta do this with 2 hands. So I don't know if this was something Tar River did, or if this is something the place I bought it from did. But regardless, for lack of better words, it is a piece of crap. It does its purpose to a certain extent, it holds it up, but it is a pain in the butt to adjust, to take off and put back on. I guess it's really not that bad a complaint, considering it just supports it when you're not using it. Everything about the unit works fine. I've not had any problems with it, but in full disclosure, it's any other tiller. You get an hour or 2 on it and then you put it away. So I think between our gardens and what little work I did with it on a couple other places, I might have 5 hours on it right now in the year I've owned it. Which brings up a question: why would I spend that kind of money on a tiller if I don't use it that much? If you've ever used one of those old front tine tillers, you know those things bounce all over the place, worse than popcorn in a popcorn maker. This one, and then you get the rear ones, and I have a Troy-built Bronco tiller that I use in the gardens for more fine-tuned tilling. That thing has a tendency to jump around, or more specifically, the tines catch and the tiller runs off with you. So it's very hard on everything when you're doing that. This one, I just drop it and go. It does everything I need it to do, and it's a lot easier. And since I already have the tractor, why not have an implement to go with it? Now, there is, I'm gonna hitch this up while I talk. There is one other minor gripe, and that's with the back door. Now, my previous tiller that I had, which was a 4-foot Caroni, this gate, see this nice big gap here, and the fact the door doesn't go all the way down and close behind this? I mean, granted, it can't because you got the tiller head right there, but when you're tilling along, you're constantly getting pieces and stuff kicked out through the sides here. So I guess that would be my one operational gripe. And if I wasn't tilling so deep, because I go for deep tilling, I got this on the lowest setting so that I got the deepest till. If I wasn't going for that and this leg was down all the way, it might close up a little bit better. Might. Ideally, what they probably should have done is extend this plate out to this bolt. If they'd done that, that would have closed off this arm-sized gap that's in the middle. Again, that's kind of nitpicking, but as far as I'm concerned, if you can keep the dirt inside the tiller, then it's going to till better. I'll try to get some video of it when we go ahead and get this thing fired up. But, oh, yeah. It'd probably be good to show you the underneath. And as I said, this is a TXG 60. Yeah, TXG 60. So this is a 60 inch, which is 5 foot, which works very well because it basically covers the entire path that the tractor's in, so I don't have to double till. Unless, of course, I want to, which I usually do anyways, but this way I don't have to. Sorry, the sun's probably horrible. This way I don't have to double till. With the old Coroni that I had, let me go over here to what's left of it. With the old Coroni, it was a 4 foot with an offset. So anywhere I went, there was a tire mark down the side. That is sitting right here. What ended up killing it was I had a bearing go bad and I can't find bearings for it anymore. But for the most part, I spent $400 on it, and I probably spent another $500 on bits and pieces for it, like the top link, the back door, a couple tines, some bolts, and it worked fine for 3-4 years. Worked really good behind my BX that I had, but behind the B it was a little narrow, so when I couldn't get the bearings anymore, or more specifically, when the bearing went, it damaged the shaft. The shaft is hard to locate because they don't list them by lengths of tiller, they list them by models. And that Tillovator was, I don't know what model. answered at the beginning of the video, but the reason why we're doing the or starting the garden in January in our area, we're not in the right zone to start planting everything, but I want the last couple of months worth of weeds that the chickens have torn up and the feces from the chickens as they lay it down to be turned into the ground so that it can help re-nourish the soil. We will turn this one more time before we plant. I think April 1st is our first or our last frost day in this area, so it'll probably be around then. Stay tuned. But we're all done here. I just gotta put the fence back up and release the chickens back into this area. So hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Paul.
Thank you, Paul, for your name. This is Louis, sir. I'm reaching out to you with the warranty division for a vehicle that we have registered in the state of Pennsylvania. I'm sorry, in Virginia. Would you be able to verify the year of the make and the model to see if it would still qualify?
1987 Suzuki Samurai. I love doing that.